JP on the mic, back at you with another video. And today's topic, first and foremost, I want to say thank you guys because right now I just hit my 40 subscriber mark, which is pretty good because I've only been doing this for about maybe a month or less than a month, and you guys came through in the clutch, so I gotta thank each and every single one of you guys. So alright, this topic was recommended by one of my subscribers, and with that being said, is what do you do when you first get onto a ship? And I'm talking about this because when I first got onto the ship, it was scary. I'm gonna be honest with you. It was scary because MAs, they really don't go to a ship until they become like a second class, or the lowest I seen was like a third class, but they're on their way to making second. So it's one of those things like when they make third, as soon as they get to the ship, they found out they made they made second class, and they're like, oh, all right, I'm a second class now. Because a lot of times they bring you to like they make you go to a school, which is like brick school, because basically a lot of aircraft carriers has like a shipboard prison and everything like that. So I'm just gonna give you the how-to survive on an aircraft carrier. It's quite simple. An aircraft carrier. I'll just tell from my end. When I first got to the aircraft carrier, it was a shell shock. You know, me being an MA is kind of difficult. You know, like it was just, we used to shore duty. We used to shore duty or small craft, which is like, you know, harbor patrol. Military working dog. And like military working dog duties, you know, and we're not, like a lot of us ain't used to the ship life unless we were undesignated or another C rate or another like a undesignated seaman, and then we struck or basically got approved to go to MAA school. I came in as an MA. I seen a lot of people that was on the ship, they left and they became MAs when they got the right approvals and everything like that. They got the right recommendations to go to MAA school in San Antonio and then become an MA and everything like that. So when I first got to the ship, I didn't know anybody. I first got there. I remember the first MA I met was MA. At the time he was MA2 Mackey, but I don't know. He's crushing it right now in the Navy right now. Mackey, when I post this on Facebook, MA1 or I think he made Chief Mackey. So I'm gonna find you on I'll say I'm already your friend on Facebook. I'm gonna tag you in there so I could, you know, show you that, you know, like he was like the first person. He was like the first MA I met on the ship. He was showing me around and I was lost. I was like, yo, I didn't know left from right. I didn't know what was going on, and people was just being always on the move, always on the move. He was always on the move, always on the move, and I didn't know what to do. So at that time, I was like, they charge you up. So like, the same day I checked in was the same day I had to take the E4 exam. So I had to wake up early in the morning. So I woke up around like 4 in the morning. Had to take the E4 exam, and then after that, Mackey showed me, or MA2 Mackey at the time, showed me around, and he's like, yo, this is this, that, this is our berthing, yada yada, and my ship was in dry dock. So the Nimitz, I was on Nimitz, by the way, if you was wondering, and our ship was in dry dock. So it was just nothing but like, it was crazy. But anyway, I digress. So we were in Bremerton at the time, and again, I'll have to thank Cedric Davis, and I'm gonna link him in this too, and I'll make sure you see this also, because Davis, man, this dude saved me from going like UA or something like that, real talk, because when I remember that day when I got off work, it was like 1800. I got off work and I was just I was going through it. I was like, yo, this is too much. I'm like, this ship like is crazy. I'm like, nah, man. I'm checking my bank account. I'm like, yo, can I make this move? You know, cause you know, all the money I got from like, you know, the move and everything like that. I'm like, can I make this move? And then I was in the computer lab, I watched Seth across from me. He was looking at me and he was like, yo, you about to get into some trouble. That's the first thing he looked at me and said. He's like, you about to get into some trouble. I'm like, man, yo, this is my first, I told him, yo, this is my first day. This is wild. I'm like, yo, fam, only been in for 2 years and everything like that. Yes, I was on another ship. I was on shore duty. I was in Everett base and everything like that. I'm not used to this. I'm like, yo, this is too much. He's like, my man, you seem like you ain't had no sleep. He said, go to your barracks, check and everything like that, take a nap, man. And I'm like, I'm sitting there, I'm looking at this, I'm like, who is this guy? And then, you know, he's like, he told me his name, Davis and everything like that. Just go back, you know, he's like, go back to your barracks, you know, take a nap, sleep on it, man. You might think differently in the morning. I'm glad I took his advice. You know, I went back to the barracks, went to sleep, and I took his advice. And the morning, yes, I was still kind of nervous, but I had a clearer head to go on and do what I needed to do. So that was my first day on the ship. So I just told that story so because a lot of people could relate to that, because I know a lot of people that have been through a lot like that to where that ship overwhelmed them. But anyway, here are the tools that you need to survive the ship. First, I'm gonna try to put a little thing, you know, on the bottom. Number one. So number one, get acquainted with supply. If you're a supply rate, then you good. But treat the supply department right. When I mean supply, I mean the CSs, PS. I don't know if they call them PS anymore. I heard they're changing like the rating names and everything like that. But PS, SHs, LSs. They want to fly around when I'm making a video. Hey man, we talking. I'm talking right now. You finished? I guess not. All right, he's finished. They finished now. You rude, you know. You know, you're doing a video, they want to fly all over you and everything like that. But anywho, so get acquainted with the supply department. The ship is all about networking. It's all about networking. A ship will humble you. A ship will change the situation from, hey, well, I mean, a ship will humble you. I've seen E3s or E4s who could give a nice fade. Well, I mean, a nice fade, a nice haircut and everything. Because again, you're getting, when a lot of higher ups are getting cuts or getting, you know, they're getting their haircuts from E3 and E4s, which is the SHs at the barbershop. So if you being an 03 walking around, oh, I'm big, you know, I'm styling, profiling, everything like that. I'm big dog. You walking around, you know, trying to regulate. Them boys will humble you real quick. They will let you know, hey man, I may be E3, E4, but you need to come to me for a haircut. And best believe, I can give you the haircut. Well, I can give you the haircut. Well, you leaving out the barbershop looking stupid. So that's what I'm telling you. Networking is the best thing. I'm telling you right now. And supply is the best, because again, the PSs, they you know, they look at your pay and everything. They make sure your pay is straight. And I'm not saying this goes on, but you do not want to piss off SH. Not SH. PS. I don't know why I said SH. You do not want to piss them off. CSs make the food. Yes, they have other people cranking and everything like that. Cranking is when they take people from different departments on the ship and they bring them to CS or S2. I think that's what the CS or S2. And the S2 division and everything like that. And they make them crank on the ship and everything, which is they spend time. They spend, I think, about a couple months working in the galley and everything like that. But anywho, don't piss off the CSs, don't piss off the SHs, because they do their haircuts. And when we get a RAS, which is replenishment at sea, they handle all the food, they handle all the Nutella monsters and all of the cigarettes, all that stuff that comes on the ship. And if you piss one of them off, just know, PSs handle your pay. You do not, I'm telling you, you do not want to piss them off either. So that's what I'm saying. Topic 1 is networking. Networking. When I say networking, you gotta know who to talk to and who to respect in the pecking order. Because again, the engineers, you piss one, for example, engineers, you piss one of them off, you come back to your burden's hot. And you wondering why your burden is hot? You piss somebody off. That's all I gotta say. So networking. Know who to network with, and you'll be good to go. So what I'll tell you is, supply, network with them. Excuse me. Because they get you the boots, you go to the sew shop, get your stuff sewed on and everything. When you make rank, or when you get your pins, you get all that stuff done. But just have a connect in every department, because when you get on the ship, you're gonna have to get your ESWAS, you're gonna have to get your air pin. I don't know if they do IDW, I don't know if they do, I know some ships do IDW. I don't know, I got out during that process, not really got out, I left the ship during that process. But anyway, because the air warfare and the ESWAS, you have to talk to different departments so they could sign off and do walkthroughs with you. And if you piss the wrong people off, that's all I gotta say. Number 2 on how to survive on the ship. You gotta, it's a respect kind of thing. You gotta know how to talk to people. And the reason why I'm saying this to this is directed towards a lot of MAs, because sometimes MAs get on the ship and they think because they're MAs, they start talking crazy to a lot of other rates on the ship, because they're like, oh, we could get you in trouble. Well, little do they know, like I remember I said earlier, they'll shut off your AC, or they'll make your berthing extra cold, and you're wondering why. You're debating the peak. You're in the rack, you laying there, you chilling, you thinking, and as soon as you pull the covers, you feel that cold air, and you're like, yo, I had to pee, but I changed my mind. I'll do it in the morning. I'm telling you, be careful. Be careful with that. So, first one's networking. Second one is respect. Treat people as if you want to be, how you want to be treated. You walk around the ship. I'm not saying let people walk all over you, but at the same time, if you give people respect, there should be no reason why you have any problems. Plain and simple. That's it. So that's 2. Number 3, get your quals as soon as possible. The reason why I said get your quals is because it gives the chain of command less reason to talk to you. Again, when I was on the ship, obviously, because I came on the ship as an E3, I made E4. I was one of the first few to get my surface and air. I was dual warfare pin qualified and everything like that. And I got my regular division quals, so when they talked to me, you could tell it was a nitpicking. It wasn't really like oh, hey, you need to get this qual and you get that qual. I was qualled up all the way to the end, basically. Make sure you get your quals. Make sure you get them. I'm gonna repeat the steps again. 1, networking. That's very important. 2, show respect in the P ways. I'm not telling you when you show respect, let people walk all over you, but at the same time, let other rates know, especially again with the MAs, we walk up with our head up high, chest puffed out and everything like that, thinking that we could regulate, and then we get that rude awakening. Step 3, get your quals, get qualled up, because the less they have to talk to you, the better. And this is step 3A, and I'm gonna put this in because this is what I've done, and this is how I knew that a lot of times on my command that they were nitpicking. 3A, get quals that's not related with your division. So I was in security, so obviously I got qualled up in security, but then I got my damage control quals also. You know, I was close to getting my AFFF and all this other stuff, and I didn't finish that out, but I know I got Craftsman, I got 3M qualified. I gotta look it up again. Damn, it's been 5 years. I gotta look it up again. But I got qualifications outside of my division. So I made sure I gave them no reason to come at me sideways. If they came at me, it was either me, I did something on my end, or they were nitpicking. And they're gonna nitpick because at this point, there's no more you could do. And keep yourself, and then that's the 3.1 steps basically. Step 1, networking. You need to learn how to network. Step 2, show respect. Don't matter from E1 to O whatever. Show that respect, because you never know. Because again, when I was on the ship, I had I'm not really friends, but I gave some officers so much respect to where they go to bat for me later on. So show respect. And step 3, get qualled up. Step 3A, get quals that's not in your division. Because I'm telling you, that will go a long way. And that will help you out on surviving the ship. That's plain and simple. I'm gonna make another video later on about the nuances, you know, things you do in the berthing and what not to do and everything like that. But I just wanted to harp on when you first get to the ship. You wanna let the chain of command know that you're on your business, you feel me? You wanna let the chain of command know that you're not around here looking like a dirt ball and everything like that, acting a damn fool, showing your ass or anything like that around the ship and everything, acting a fool. Because I'm telling you, we had people on the ship that got in trouble for some dumb shit, dumb shit. And you know, maybe if y'all want a story time about, because again, I was an MA, and I'm not gonna divulge the names or anything like that. I'm gonna keep the names private, but I got some stories about the craziest things that happened on the ship. If you want, leave a comment down below and let me know if you want story time with what happened, like a lot of the dumb things people got in trouble for on the ship, and I will do my best to provide a video about that. So again, it's JP on the mic. Go ahead and drop a like and leave a comment. And again, I thank each and every single one of you guys that subscribe to the channel. I'm at 40 right now. My next mark is trying to get to 50. And without you guys, I wouldn't be doing these videos. So thank you, and you have a good day.